shall we? A lot of young guys like to ask me for advice about what it takes to have a successful marriage. And it really comes down to 3 key lessons I've learned. Number 1, always say I love you. Even when you're angry, always say I love you. Number 2, believe in your wife when she doesn't believe in herself, because they need that support. It's important. And the 3rd and most important lesson I've learned in 29 years of marriage is this: never let your wife shave your balls when she has the hiccups. And I will repeat that for those of you men taking notes, because you should be. Never let your wife shave your balls when she has the hiccups. Because they say laughter is the best medicine, but trust me, when you are laying on a stretcher at Vanderbilt University Medical Center with a wad of bloody cotton in your crotch, and the nurses are laughing at you, calling you hiccup boy, their laughter does not make you feel one bit better. And my wife said it was an accident, but I really think she was angry at me because of 2 incidents that occurred. First, she woke up in the middle of the night, caught me pleasuring myself to an erotic video on my cell phone. I see this lady nodding, she's had that happen. She said I was sick, perverted, and disgusting. I don't think there's anything sick, perverted, or disgusting about pleasuring oneself to an erotic video. We all do it. Besides, it was my favorite erotic video. Golden Girls, season 1, episode 2, scene 3. The hot tub scene. Betty White in a bathing suit. See, now I can understand if she caught me pleasuring myself to a woman in her 20s. That's my daughter's age. I'd be a dirty old man. But to Betty White, I'd be a strapping young buck. If that wasn't bad enough, her birthday rolled around and I said, honey, what do you want for your birthday? And she said, I don't know, surprise me. So here's another lesson for you young men in the audience about marriage. Sometimes in marriage, 2 words equal 3. The 2 words surprise me equal 3 words. You are fucked. You are never going to get it right. I drove all over Nashville. I looked at clothes, I looked at jewelry, I looked at stuff for the house, nothing. And then as I was driving home in despair, I saw it, calling to me like a beacon in the twilight. The red letters of the Hustler store sign. I got her a pair of clap-on, clap-off vibrating panties. I took her to a square dance that night and damn near killed the woman. We do have a pretty active sex life, I'm happy to say. We like to do the favorite sexual position of Jews everywhere, the 62. It's the same as the 69, but it is such a deal. Oh my God. Then she surprised me one night. She turned our bedroom into an escape room. She saw me naked and jumped right out the window. Last Saturday, she said to me, honey, I want you to take me to the height of sexual ecstasy and leave me a quivering mass of flesh. So I fucked her on the roof and pushed her right off. I've been feeling angry a lot lately. I think it's easy. This country's kind of a messed up state. I've been feeling angry a lot, and really angry about three things. Stupid questions, hate groups, and getting old. So let's tackle them in order, shall we? Stupid questions. I was on the phone with my cable company last week, and the guy wanted me to prove who I was, so he asked me for my date of birth. And I said, okay, it's 3/1/65. And the guy on the phone says, is that 1965? And I said, no, it's 3065, and my real name isn't Mike Ginsberg, it is Klaatu Ginsberg. And I have been sent back 1,000 years into the past on a mission to speak to a random idiot. Mission accomplished. Back to the future. And I'm not immune to asking stupid questions. I was walking our dog the other day and I saw a neighbor. He was loading furniture and clothes and other possessions into a Mayflower van, and I said, so, you guys moving? And he said, no, Mike, it's a beautiful spring day. We thought nothing would be more fun than to load all our possessions into a van and take them for a ride. And as I'm walking away, I hear him shout to his wife, hey, Zingu, mission accomplished, back to the future. Hate groups, anti-Semitism's on the rise. No applause, please. Anti-Semitism's on the rise. That's why I joined the Ku Klux Klan. I figure the reason why they hate us is they don't know us. We Jews are really nice people. So I went to my first rally, KKK rally. I thought I'd do something nice. I brought some matzo ball soup to the pre-restaurant. I'm standing in the back, with my hood down, and I hear one of the guys say, "This soup's delicious. What is it?" And I'm like, "It's from the Jews. They're nice people." Then I'm standing around, we're all watching the cross burn with our arms out, and I'm like, "Hey everybody, why so angry? It's a beautiful night. We're with friends. Take my hands. Let's dance." Grand Dragon, come on, take my hand. And I thought I'd gotten away with it, but I think one of the guys is onto me being Jewish, because on the way out of the rally, he asked me why the tip of my hood was cut off. So I'm 56, and getting old sucks. It does beat the alternative, but it does suck. So since I've turned 40, I have had, let's see, a vasectomy, a colonoscopy, endoscopies, arthroscopies, a prostate check, and I might have even had an episiotomy, but I think that was a bad dream, but it hurt like freaking hell. So right before I turned 50, I get a postcard from my doctor. It says, "Hey, you're about to turn 50. Time for your colonoscopy." Which is basically the equivalent of getting a card from a stranger saying, "Hey, it's your birthday, let's celebrate by shoving a 10-foot tube up your ass." Then my wife said to me back when my daughter turned 9, she said, "Honey, isn't it about time you got that vasectomy?" And I'm all for it. I think when a woman gives birth, it's the equivalent of her shoving a bowling ball out her vagina. I think the least a man can do is take care of the neutering, so to speak. So in case and then she said to me, "Why are you worried? It's a minor procedure." I'm like, "Hello, scalpel, scrotum, that is the most important surgery that has been done in the history of the world." And in case you're wondering, my vasectomy took 8 hours. 2 hours to find my hiding spot in the hospital. About an hour and a half to catch me. Another hour to stop my crying. 30 minutes for the procedure, and the rest of the time finding me a lollipop, because I was not going home without one. I deserved it. Then I got my prostate checked. I learned something new about myself there. I learned I have a tight asshole. Doctor put her finger in, she pulled it out, her wedding ring was gone. She said, "I got bad news for you, Mr. Ginsberg. You're going to have to poop through a strainer till the ring comes out." I said, "I got bad news for you, doctor. You're going to have your husband buy you a new ring." I'm from Philadelphia. It's finders keepers where I come from. Later that night, I'm changing for bed. I break wind. The ring flies out my ass, lands right at my wife's feet. She said, "What's this?" I said, "Surprise, happy anniversary. I love you." She says, "Well, at least it wasn't a pair of clap-on, clap-off vibrating panties." Like, she's so ungrateful. But then she goes for her physical, and it's the same doctor. And the doctor says, "Hey, isn't that my wedding ring?" She goes, "Not anymore, it is. And my husband's from Philadelphia. It's finders keepers where he comes from." Then I had my heart attack. Hit me like a ton of bricks, went right up my right arm into my chest at the Atlanta airport. And I ignored it for a day and a half because I thought it was nothing. So I soon learned when I went to Vanderbilt University Medical Center that I thought it was nothing is what you Southern guys mean when you say, "Hey y'all, watch me do this." Women never say, "Hey y'all, watch me do this," because women are not stupid. When a Southern guy says, "Hey y'all, watch me do this," it usually involves, let's see, a bunch of empty beer cans, extreme heights, fireworks, and if there's a gator nearby, even better. So then they're wheeling me into the cardiac cath lab, and I hear the doctor say, "Hey y'all, watch me do this. I'm going to save this fat bastard's life." And he goes, "Oh my God, Hiccup Boy's back." And my name's Mike Ginsberg, and that is my time.